season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They'll be led by their now 30-year-old quarterback in his 8th season in the NFL. It's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr's really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. On play action, now Carr. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get in.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bengals will take over here first and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On second and 10, Brady going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Metcalf once again the target, and now it's third down. Now Brady. They set up the screen for Henry. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
No surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Throwing on second and 14. Brady going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Hey, 166.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to go up top again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Chase Young.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020, he had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A give to Elliott.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Here's Carr to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running.
Micah Parsons, the rookie, on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I can hear you.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. A dump off to Elliott. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Here's Tyler Newsome now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Bulldozes past him. And he's got room. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
54 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at. Line of scrimmage, just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Brady. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Raekwon Davis,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And when you think of the Vikings, you think of a team that brings a lot of pressure to the quarterback, but a surprise in 2020, only 23 sacks as a unit last year. So they're in need of bigger production from their pass rush in 2021. Remember, last year's numbers, they were in the bottom 5 in the NFL. No way they want a repeat of that.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Nice job there by Darnell Savage, plucking that one out of the air for an interception. And he flipped between free safety and strong safety in the early part of his NFL career. But if you ask him what position he plays, he'll tell you football player. The former first-round pick led Green Bay with 4 interceptions in 2020.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of... 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. The give is to Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Throw right side complete to Carter.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Carr completes it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
2nd down at 5.
A handoff left, Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running with Elliott, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker, and the Bengals will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady able to hit his target, Lamb. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Brady going to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st down, Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, All eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Carr. Open man is Bourne. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. To throw his Carr. He's got his first. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. From the gun, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that'll set them back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Throwing now is Brady. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Brady again. Touchdown. It's complete. CeeDee Lamb. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Not much there, only a yard. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
The final shot before half for Brady.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On first down, Carr going up top for Kupp. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 24, Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gandy Golden that time. And it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
13.5 sacks in 2020, which tied for second in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
To try again after the sack.
Carr. Going up top for Cup.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Brady. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 2nd down. Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So they'll walk him back half the distance. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. In his own end zone, it's Brady. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And shedding through the tackle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Running right through it and just shedding him off there.
121 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a play fake, Brady.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, open space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On play action, it's Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bengals get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Pretty long. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Carr now on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Vikings are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter and now can really take some time off the clock. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this throw caught left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Henry.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. What a difference a year made so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week. But still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And that will extend this big lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure, they got him again. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Escapes the defender. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but